Hello, Mad Mike here. Another video. I've done a couple just recently. Did an unboxing video, well, not an unboxing, a review video of the new almost ready to run rigs that have come from Carisma that I posted just recently. You should check that out, the Tacoma, the Landrover, the Camel Edition, the final tribute. But today we're looking at smaller scale, we're looking at the 1/24th, actually looking at the Series 2 and the 2.0 spec with the slightly revisited design. So obviously that was the first Series 2 MSA that we did. I use this a lot, all the time, indoors, outdoors, it's loads of fun. The 2.0 spec of the chassis has got a few upgrades, which we'll talk about today. I've got one that I've been testing quite a bit, so I can actually talk about how those upgrades work. I've actually got some of the upgrades that you can get from Carisma fitted to this one as well, so I'll give you a bit of an insight into what those look like and the difference that they've made. You know, you've got the brass knuckles and the alloy shocks and the drive shafts and whatnot. Talk about the batteries that I use as well, because I don't use the little NIM batteries that come in the box, but I'll tell you a little bit about that. This one, I haven't even opened this one yet. I won it. This one, it's a bit different. Yeah, I won this one in the raffle at the UK Scale Nationals. So very lucky to get my number called on this rig, especially being it's Carisma and everyone knows I love Carisma. So, you know, I'm very fortunate to have these. I play with all the time. So having a new one in the stables is great, and also it means that when I'm driving them, you know, if the kids rob one each, which they very often do, I've still got one to play with. So yeah, very happy to win it in the raffle. So thanks to everyone who donates to that raffle, and also the raffle's for charity. And you know, if you're ever attending the UK Scale Nationals, it's a great part of it. And some of the stuff that gets kind of donated and then won through the raffle is tremendous. So big thanks to everyone who's involved in that. But also thanks to Carisma. You know, Carisma always help me out, and I enjoy driving their products. So yeah, brilliant brand. But I haven't opened this one yet. I've been waiting to capture it on video when I do. I've seen bits and pieces of it on the internet already. Little things I'm interested in. The tyres on this one look different. They look different to even the other tyres I've got on the other Series 2. I don't know if they've, the treads maybe not as deep. I mean, these are a little bit dirty, so I don't know, I'll have a look. But I'll do some close-up video of it when I actually open it, and I'll just merge that into, I'll just use some editing magic so you can see that. But first things first, we're going to have a look at what's in the box. Little talk about kind of what you get and what you need and everything else. And the good news is you don't actually need anything really. You get everything you need in the box, you just need a bit of time to charge it. But because I'm using LiPo, I've already got a charged battery anyway, so I can give it a drive on the table right now really. But get the box open, I'll have a look at what it's like. And like I say, I've not actually driven one of these new versions yet with the new body design. A couple of things that we listened to, loads of tape on it. A couple of things that was listened to when we released the first one. The feedback was, there's the bumpers. There's no front bumper on there, back bumper. People said it looks a little bit unfinished, and some people had to go fabricating. I had to go fabricating one myself, but it just hindered the performance of it, so I left it off. I just leave it as a wobbly green box now that I drive around. But that's been addressed with this one. The tyres on this one are a lot more scale than these big knobblies that are on here. But again, we'll have a little play to see how they perform, because we've got bits of wood to drive over. But let's have a look what's in the box. First things first, exciting, it's manual. It's pre-built, but you get exploded diagrams in there just in case you do need to do any maintenance and strip it down or replace any parts or anything else. In all honesty, there's not a great deal that can go wrong with these. I've driven them hard. I've left them for people to just play with at events. And apart from wing mirrors coming off and having to be blue tack back on from the inside, you get a little hole. There's not really anything gone wrong with this one for me. I think one of them I did see somebody drop it off a table or something maybe, and it just caught the steering a little bit funny. But a lot of the parts in these are all just, you can just pop them off the plastic and they're on ball joints, so it's got stress points built into it, so it's they are robust, put it that way. But let's get the actual truck out and have a look. So, as always, you get a couple of boxes in there. Nothing else. Stick that on the side there, 'cause it's a pretty picture on the front. I'm going to go for the small boring box first, which is the radio gear. So you get your little goodie bag, get your controller. The nice thing with these is they come with the batteries for the controller. So I'll get those put in there quickly now. The controller itself, it's the CoPro standard one. What else you getting in? Oh, there you go. They're little wing mirrors. They need to be assembled, so there's a little bit of pushing together and a few screws here and there. Looks like might need gluing, maybe. Yeah, the actual round mirror part is separate to the arm, and the arm will go through a hole in the body, and there's a nut to go on the other side of it. So that's how you get the wing mirror on. There's your charger. That means the battery is probably going to be in the car itself. That's different. So with this one, you get your little rock sliders to go on the sides. You can see them here and here. They come separate now, so I'm guessing they're not going to be installed on that. Again, it's going to be personal preference whether you use them or not. But yeah, you get your 4 AAs. So I'll get these installed into the controller now. The controller's got lots of little things which are really cool. You see loads of people actually using these controllers with the big rigs as well. They're not just the mini ones. It's a nice size in your hand. You can drive one-handed as well, which you kind of get used to. It's got 3-speed setting on the top. So if you are giving it to a child to play with, drop that down to 1. Cuts all the power down, slows this vehicle down, less chance of damage, all the rest of it. You've got all the trims on there. It's a nice little handset. They are plastic. They don't have foam on there, but they do work well. You know, I've had these for quite a while now, so I can vouch for them working well. So yeah, batteries in. Four AAs. That power's on, nice and easy. That's that bit ready to go. And then the next bit is the vehicle itself. So let's get this open. Yeah, so it's a nice colour. It's actually a lighter green than the old one. If you're into the logo, I believe that's sand green that they call it, which is a special colour piece that they did for the what is it? The Yoda set and the Statue of Liberty set. But there's the vehicle itself. Yeah, the tyres are different. I thought they looked different in the picture. So there you go. So that's what it looks like straight out of the box. It hasn't got the wing mirrors on yet. Like I said, it's got pre-drilled holes for you to mount those. I'm not going to do that right here, right now. I'll do that in my own time. It's a nice looking little vehicle, gotta say that. I do like these bodies. But you can see it's very similar, but it's not the same. That roof that's a different colour is actually a different bit of Lexan on the top, which has made the whole thing feel a bit sturdier. And it hasn't just been another bit of this cut out and stuck on the top, it's actually moulded underneath to allow it to sit properly, to keep the lines as they should be. It's got front bumper now, which is cool, and that's mounted onto the actual body post, which is also nice because one of the things that I've done on this one is actually lower that front body mount to lower the body down a bit, because I prefer it sitting a little bit closer to the wheels. And having the bumper attached to that means the bumper's going to lower at the same time, and it's going to stay correct fitment for the actual vehicle. So that's cool. Loads of adjustment. You can play with all this. As I said, the battery is in here. Little NIM battery, but won't be using that. I mean, they work fine. They just don't last very long. Well, they do. You just, I don't know. You make your own mind up. I use these lipos, and these lipos, I get these from 4x4, is it? Oh, I'll put a link. I think it's mini 4x4. I should check, shouldn't I? But yeah, mini 4x4. I'm sure it's that. I'll double check and put a link and all the rest of it up. They're not a lot of money. With one of these, you'll get more than enough kind of run time. I tend to have 2 or 3 of these together, cycle them, charge them, and I get, you know, I've never gone through more than 3 packs in a play session, so to speak. The speedo in there, same as the old speedos. It's great. It's got loads of low end kind of finesse when you're driving slowly. The motor in the 2 spec, the 2.0 spec, is bigger and higher. So you can see that's the original one. Motor's low. That's the new one. Motor's sitting right up high. But it's been redesigned, the gearbox has, and the gearbox is a much nicer gearbox to use. So nothing wrong with the old ones. Still drive great, and you'll see that in a minute when I'm driving it around. But yeah, the new ones just that little bit nicer. The way the battery fits, it's got the battery tray at the back there. Shift that out of the way. It's got a battery tray at the back, and the little lipos from 4x4 tiny trucks. Is it tiny trucks? Tiny 4x4? Tiny 4x4, I think it might be. It's kind of bugged me that name is now. Really nice guys as well. They're always at the Nationals, and some of the vehicles they've got all the Orlando Hunter things and stuff like that. Little tiny trucks make these look big. But yeah, that battery is 2 cell, fits in there perfect. It's the right connector straight out of the box. You don't have to mess around with anything. The only thing you do need to do is actually change the speedo to LiPo mode, because when you plug it in to start off with, it's going to be in NIM mode, which means when you plug it in, that green light that come on when you turn it on. Let me just quickly switch that on. The switch on these is kind of hidden right behind there, so it's not ideal to reach if you've got fat fingers. But turn that on, and you'll see, hopefully, I might need to put the GoPro on for this one. You'll see when I start recording, there's a little green LED in there somewhere. There you go, you can see it, sort of. Yeah, there's a green LED in there, and it's solid. And if it's solid, that means it's in NIM mode. You want that to be flashing before you use your LiPo mode. To use it though, it's really simple. You just get a knife or an Allen key or something that's long and pointy, and I'm doing it without showing you better. That's good, isn't it? See if I can do this with one hand and film it at the same time. I'm effectively pressing the small button in there. I don't know if you're going to be able to see what I'm doing. You might be able to. Yeah, but you hold down that button for a second and it will start flashing. There you go, and when it's flashing, that means it's in LiPo mode. So now it's got a low voltage cut off on the speed control. So when you're playing with it, hopefully that's going to drive now. It's got low voltage, which is cool. All of those instructions will be in here somewhere. The only reason I had to do it without looking is because I don't know on all the ones, so it's easy. But the actual vehicle itself, the tyres are different. They look more scale, they look more correct, I suppose. So the original ones, big bulkies, I'll show you on the GoPro camera, I was doing a little video. Yeah, so the tyres on the original ones are really quite bulky, and you'll see that in a minute, what that looks like. Whereas these new ones, you know, they don't appear to have a lot of grip at all. Like there's no big tread on there or anything like that, but you'll see that. Even the little mini ATSFs that are on my Pajero, these have got more tread on them. So it'll be interesting to see how these compare. But I'll post photos and stuff, you'll see more detail of that. But we can test it, can't we? We can test it. So let's put that to there for a second. Let's put this body back on. The body's actually held just with Velcro, really easy. Like I say, at the minute, the body on this one for me is a bit too high for my liking. But that's different as well. So in this one, the top body post is sitting there, and there's a big bit of foam to allow it to reach. Whereas that one's just got a taller body post, so there's no foam in the top of that one. Not that that'll make any difference at all, but it's just observations. But yeah, you know, if you guys have got one of these, leave some comments down below. I'll post some running videos of these outside. I like using them outside. I know they're only small and they're, I suppose, maybe used more indoors, but you know, I like using them outdoors as well. I think they're more than capable of getting in the mud and whatnot. But let's have a look. Let's see how they do. So really simple. A couple of things to climb over. We'll go with the old one first. And this is going to be fun. Let's see if I can drive one-handed and film while I'm being filmed. So, first one, let's move that out of the way. So this is the MSA-1E first original spec with the S Series 2 Landrover body. But disconnected the battery, that'd be a good start, wouldn't it? Let's reconnect the battery. There we go. So, yes, this is the original one. And even this at slow speed, you know, it's still got quite a bit of finesse. You can see there, the tyres, slow speed, you need a little bit more speed to get up and down stuff. Push these apart a bit. Let's try the next one. And I've got these two closed. So you can see that's getting up and over there. So yeah, it works. So that's the original one, getting up and over the wood. Now let's have a look at the new one, see how that one does. So that's the original. Oh, nearly fell off the desk there. Yeah, concentration this is. So yes, that's the original one. And let's compare that to the new one. Let's see how it does. I'll stick that over there just for a second so I can see a little bit better what I'm doing over here. So this is straight out the box. All I've done is stick the LiPo and put it in LiPo mode. But yeah, up and over. So these tyres off, they feel softer. So they haven't got the big knobbly grip on them like the other ones have. That doesn't appear to be hindering their performance. So I saw the front wheels lift a little bit there. So something I have done on this one, I must admit, I've got 5, 10, 20, maybe 25 grams of lead or metal weights from the tyre station stuck around the front. I'll show you what it looks like in a minute. But let's see if this one can get up and over here as well. Let's give it a bit more of a chance. Let's be sensible there. It's not easy with the wood being on a slidey table as well. But there you go. So you can still do it, up and over. And then come back and get the other one, get the angle in. So yeah, very cool. Like I say, it's a little bit lighter. Very smooth. There you go. So yeah, you need that little bit of weight on the front end. I suppose that'd be a good opportunity to talk about some of the little modifications I put on the red one. Is it going to get up and over that? Yeah, there you go. Oh, I nearly pushed this box off there. So, well, that's me driving and filming while being filmed. So that's the first for me. I've never done that before. But hopefully some of that turns out and I'll put it in the video by magic somehow, do some editing. But yeah, so some of the things I've done different on this one is take the slide off and put the Velcro back on because it's sticky. It's not as strong as the Velcro just on that one. So let's have a look at this one compared to this one because these are both effectively the same chassis. These are both the 2.0 spec. Just peel this off. Right, so clean body, older truck, used versus not used. Let's hit the GoPro on again so we can talk about some of these little things and I'll zoom in on them using the GoPro. But yeah, so the things I've done different, if we turn them over. Is it the wheelbase, is it? No, it's just, the tyres make it look so different. It's mad how the tyres make such a difference. So yeah, so like I say, the motor's sitting up higher in comparison to the old rig. So there's the old rig, so that's the old motor, that's the first versions. That's the new gearbox with the motor up high. The things I've done different to this one, it's got the Carisma alloy shocks, the alloy oil filled, mega soft, mega nice. And they do make a difference when it comes to actually driving it if you compare that to firmer that one is, whereas this one's really quite got a lot of travel. It's nice. The other things I've done different on this one, we've got the metal drive shafts as opposed to the plastic. So for the GoPro, there's the plastic, and there's the metal. And I think they're actually branded Carisma from. Yeah, they've got Carisma kind of etched on them, which is cool. Don't know if you'll be able to see that. I'll post a picture of that if you can't see it. But yeah, they've got a nice Carisma etching on the main body of the drive shaft. And then the other big thing on this one is the brass knuckles. It's got the steering hubs, solid brass on this, and they add 7.7 grams each. So it's actually got that on there. And on the top side, I'm pretty sure it's got the Carisma logo as well. So they're really nice little touches, but the weight distribution, you see it's heavily to the front on this one. I haven't got any other weights on there. I've only got the mods, like the options from Carisma. This one's very straightforward. They've both got batteries in, so it's not like the batteries cause any difference. It's the brass knuckles that made a difference on that one. This first one, you can see where I put the weights on there. Nice 10 gram and a couple more 5 grams up there. So just stick them on the front servo, and that gives you a weight bias to the front. But all in all, these little trucks are a lot of fun, especially if it's raining outside. These wooden things, a lot of people ask me about them. The wooden things are from Pets at Home, well, a pet shop. Just go to your local pet store. I think they're designed for rabbits, maybe. They come in different sizes. These are like the medium ones, and you get little tiny ones. And then you can also get big ones, which these little trucks can still drive over. Surprisingly, so I haven't tried the new one, obviously. I've only just opened this one, but the other ones can drive straight over this. Let's get the GoPro on again, just in case it does get over it quite nicely. So let's drive around and get the angle right. Is it going to get the tyres up or not? It might not. It might be a little bit too slippy here. This might be the difference between the tyres of the old one and the new one. Let's keep going. Let's see if we can get up there. Give it a couple more tries. It's not. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, it doesn't normally get up there. But now I can't see if my tyres are on that other side or not. So that's going to be fun. Am I going to tip? Ooh. There you go. So that's the old one getting over. That's the new one getting over. Get my words right in the right order. Let's compare that to the old one quickly, just so you can see the difference in the performance on the more grippy tyres. And there's nothing stopping you grabbing some of these old knobbly tyres and whacking them straight on them. You can see how soft they are, mega soft these are. But then the other thing is that's unfair. These are straight out of the box. They need to be broken in. These have been all over with me. They've been different countries and all the rest of it, and they get used a lot. So, but let's have a look at how this one does in comparison. So let's get the GoPro on the go again. So this is the old one. So slow wheel speed. So it's still spinning the same, but it didn't take quite as much effort to get up that. Oh, beach on the top there. Let's try and get it over. There you go. So yeah, so maybe the old one, just the only advantage is those knobbly tyres. I don't know if it's going to go that way, so how bigger that field there is. There we go, you can do it. Still good. Look at that, hosing on the top. Well, I'm speaking too soon here. There we go. Oh, beached it again. There you go, completely beached. Yeah, you don't need to watch me trying to get that up there. But so yeah, tyres, your choice. You choose whether you want the old knobblies or not. Like I say, they're the same. There, I think from memory they're 1-inch wheels. Is it 1-inch wheel or 1-inch tyre? No, it's a 1-inch wheel. So yeah, you could always, if you wanted to, I suppose, take the tyres off and get some different branded ones. There's quite a few on the market now. Little 124 scale stuff. But yeah, I said it's going to be a quick video and I'm rambling again, so apologies. But hopefully this has helped if you're thinking about getting a little crawler for in the house for those rainy days. These Carismas are a lot of fun, they're very capable. And they're ready to go straight out the box. As I've shown here, the only thing I've done is put a LiPo in instead of using the NIM. But if I was using the NIM, I've got everything I need there. I don't know if it's got any charge in it or not. It might come with a little bit of charge, just lighting up the charger light so there's some power in it. But yeah, charge out, get a bit of run time, stick a LiPo in, get a little bit more run time. Yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Please do all the stuff you're supposed to do on social media, like and subscribe and all that sort of jazz. And look forward to the next video. And I'll do running video. I think there's a couple of running videos of this one already. You've seen me go around the woods and stuff with it. But I'll get some running video of this nice clean one with a nice new light green shell with the kind of the cream roof as well. But thanks everyone, appreciate it. Cheers. Ta-ra.